Boy. Time now for another exciting episode of Mr Nailsin Sunday Comics.
Isn't that great? Yeah. Doing something a little different here. I don't know if you can hear the echo as much as I do. I hit the wrong thing here. But there'll probably be some echo. Yeah. Well, anyway, this time around, the entire, what do you call this? The photo viewer is coming through, OBS. Yeah. So, in case there's any super tips, I'll be able to play them. All right. Let me go check this out very quickly, and just alleviate my fears. And then it stops playing. Oh, jeez. Something. All right. Huh. Maybe do it like this. Okay, is that working out where it comes through? All right, that appears to work. Sorry about that, but that's the way it goes. We'll go from there, and I hope this works out, because truth is, I don't know. So here we are with Super Mystery Comics from July. That was last month. But this is a July from long ago. Introducing Magno, the Magnetic Man. Q13? I don't know. American Spy Fighter Corporation, Flint of the Mountains, Vulcan, Skysmith, and others who just don't merit the attention. There he is, zapping these guys who I guess were stealing an armored car, probably for the bank, who did have machine guns in it. Well, whatever. They drove it off of a building, I suppose, and they're still shooting at him after they're not really going to survive. He's probably using this, his magnetic powers. That's the deal. And he's lifting them up from the street and bringing them to the rooftop, I guess. And they're shooting at him. That's probably not too smart, but, well, that's what they decided to do. But more on him later. First, let's take a look at Vulcan, the Volcanic Man, which makes sense because, the Roman deity Vulcan, he was supposed to be responsible for all the volcanoes. That, and he was a blacksmith of the gods. Something like that. Anyway, living beneath an uninhabited volcanic island in the South Seas, the mighty Vulcan, the Volcanic Man, a direct descendant of the famous god of fire many years ago, Vulcan chose this, that doesn't make him Vulcan Jr., maybe? Chose this place of refuge to think, and study, until such time came about that he would take his place in the present-day world. And so, he blows his top, I don't know. The soft silence of the South Seas is brutally shattered by the rumble of a volcano in eruption. From the mouth of the volcano steps Vulcan, the subterranean man. I thought he was the Volcanic Man. Jeez. Oh, he put a lot of stuff in his hair to stand up. Anyway, whose destiny is to help the oppressed and fight evil. It's time for me to go into the world. Vulcan climbs into the volcano, which, with a mighty roar, hurtles him through the air. Whee! Over land and sea, he is transported in the twinkling of an eye, landing in an American city. I smell a fire. Oh yeah, something's flaming. They may need my help. Well, maybe, I don't know. This uncanny sense which enables him to ferret out fires leads Vulcan to a building housing a nightclub. Ah, here's where it is. Oh, geez, a little late for this guy, huh? I mean, at least a good chunk of him is already anyway. This fellow sure needs my help. Fire being powerless to harm him, Vulcan brushes the flames back from the man's clothing. Shoo, shoo, come on, mister. Let me help you up.
You saved my life. I'm Tom Warren, detective assigned to the arson squad.
They call me Vulcan. Hearing terrified cries from the nightclub, Vulcan rushes in while the detective runs to summon fire engines. Who is he? He saved us from burning to death. You may all leave. Everything is all right. Picking the fire up in his hands, Vulcan extinguishes it. Out you go. It's out. The fire's out. Yeah, he put it out somehow. I just saw him. Maybe he started it. You ought to pinch him, Chief. Pinch him nothing. He's the best fire department this town ever had. I won't stay here and be insulted. Then go and find a fire of your own. You see, Vulcan, I'm tracing a huge gambling ring. But every time we raid, they burn the buildings. 2 thugs knocked me out and left me to burn to death when you found me. I'm convinced there's a gambling layout someplace here. There is, my friend. Right through that door over there. As the detective and Vulcan start over, what's this? A kerosene can. That's how they started this fire. As they examine the can, the 2 gangsters come through a charred door. There's that cop. Thought we'd killed him. What's that with him? We better get them both. As the gangsters open fire, Vulcan leaps before the detective. What's this, you fools? As the lead bullets strike Vulcan, his superheated body causes them to melt. Good Lord. I mean, what the heck? It looks like he's crawling in maggots. He's making liquid out of them. Look, those bullets are melting. And now, to teach you lads a lesson. Seizing the guns from the terrified thugs, Vulcan causes the weapons to melt. Well, again? I mean, all the guns, yeah, all right. He's twisting our guts into pretzels. I'm out of here. Not before you tell me who bosses you and misuses fire. Try and find out. We're not gonna be taken for a ride. Yeah, come on and pinch us. That's a good idea. Vulcan touches their arms. Intense heat emanates from his fingers. Stop, I'm burning alive and pissing my pants and making a puddle. I'll tell, he might be at Oak's warehouse on First Avenue. We'll let the boys cool off here while we investigate. Maybe they'd like me to leave something in case it gets chilly. Say, Vulcan, you're the best heater this car ever had. Heater? This thing is like an icebox. Brr, brr. Well, we'll find out now whether they were telling the truth. As they enter, Tom suddenly jerks Vulcan back. What's the idea? Sorry, but you'll have to be careful. This place is loaded with gasoline and oil. I was afraid you'd release some fire. I'll be careful. For your sake. Boy, that hand gets really close to, Thanks, look. Hey, somebody's coming. Yeah, me. Oh, a bunch of crooks in hiding set upon Vulcan and Tom. Vulcan, unable to use fire, shows his physical powers. Boy, you can sure handle those fists of yours. Yeah, but there's a truck loaded with gasoline getting away through the side door. Maybe they're starting another fire. Well, yeah. Come on, Vulcan, we'd better follow it. Darn it! No matches. Here, try this. Pull my finger. You'd soon put the match people out of business. It's too cold here for me to go into business. I think they're heading for the waterfront. The speedy detective's car easily follows the truck. The truck stops at the wharf to unload its cargo into a yacht's hold. What's going on here? Let's find out. I don't think they'll see us here. Those guys look suspicious to me. Hostile eyes look down as a thug operating a lifting derrick spots them. The derrick, bearing a huge wooden crate, is directed at Vulcan and Warren. All right, Vulcan's superpowered, but this poor bastard, that's it, anyway. Hey, that's Warren the cop. Give me a hand and we'll boot to the bus. The unconscious pair taking aboard ship. We ought to get a bonus for this. While in the main salon, and this guy with the funny costume saves the cop and puts out the fire. I don't get it.
I'd like to lay my hands on him. He and the cops are making this town too hot for us. We've got to take a powder. Yeah. What is it, Pete?
What? Is this Pete and you're supposed to read it backwards, I guess? I don't know.
Boss, I just laid a cop low with my derrick.
What?
And there's a dope in a funny uniform with him. Good work, Pete. That must be the guy who's mussing up our racket. Come on. Don't look at my weird mustache that's up on my cheek instead of above my lip. So, Warren and his pal, well, we'll take care of both of them, especially this other monkey. Be careful, boss. He's dangerous. I don't think he's so hot. Go downstairs, boys, and get an asbestos fire curtain from the gambling room and some good strong rope and anchor from the ship's store. Okay, you're the captain.
The Candy Gang chief orders his men to get Vulcan ready for death.
I think that...
What?
That will do the trick, boys. But we'd better wake him up so he'll appreciate what we're doing for him.
Who are you?
Just a guy whose racket you tried to muscle into.
The boss knocks him unconscious. What? Okay.
It ought to be nice and warm for you under the cold water. Okay, boys, tie up his hair.
After putting an asbestos covering on Vulcan's head, the crooks prepared to throw him overboard.
Over you go, baby, and get a good night's sleep.
Splash. But the shock of hitting the cold water revives Vulcan, who immediately begins to generate extreme heat. As the heat penetrates the asbestos, the hemp rope starts to smolder. Now I'm really angry. I'll give those fellows what they deserve as soon as I get rid of this covering. Whee! Vulcan streaks toward the surface after escaping from his shroud. There it is. I must rescue Warren, too. Vulcan overtakes the yacht and climbs aboard. Warren, where are you?
That guy's a miracle. We've got to get out of here.
As Vulcan finds Warren, he doesn't realize the big boss has ordered his men to set fire to the yacht and then flee. They set the ship on fire when they saw you coming back. Look, they're escaping in the motor launch. Swiftly, Vulcan gathers the flames into his arms and extinguishes them. You take the ship into dock. I'm going after them. Vulcan races after the speedy launch.
He's catching up to us faster, faster.
Under the intense heat from his fingers, the launch's propeller melts into Vulcan's hands. Now I'll even the score.
We'll surrender. Don't let me burn to death.
Too bad you aren't one of those rubber heels I've heard about, instead of being just a heel. Well, here they are. Next time they'll know better than to misuse fire. What are they going to get? Well, what they're going to get is a dose of electricity in the electric chair. But, say, how about you joining up with me? No, thanks. I'm going out to see if I can find some trouble of my own. And there are many other fascinating adventures that face Vulcan the Volcanic Man. Don't miss next month's issue, for you will want to follow his exciting career as an avenger of the oppressed. Now, that was really exciting, you know. So, cool, huh? All right, well, Vulcan the Vulcan Man. Well, the Volcanic Man, yeah. Well, let's see what Corporal Flint's up to. Corporal Flint of the Royal Northwest Mounted Police and the Flame Maiden. Hey, what say? You're trembling.
Corporal, wake up. Flame Maiden, say we run to south for be safe.
Assigned to investigate a series of weird stories coming out of the North Country, Corporal Andy Flint of the Royal Northwest Mounted Police and his Eskimo guide, Bill, are in the heart of the snow country. The Flame Maiden? Now don't tell me you've seen that mysterious myth, too. Go on, you've been dreaming.
No dream, boss. Me see her have bright light around her head like aurora.
That'll be enough of such nonsense. Put on your snowshoes. We'll eat a little later.
No, we die if we no go like Flame Maiden say. We be made crazy men, maybe.
Listen, you're turning purple with this nonsense. So you found out what I'm doing here, eh, Bill? Well, I am hunting down reports that a bunch of crazy men are roaming around in the north. But that Flame Maiden stuff is strictly the bunk.
No, true. You go look where she stand.
To Flint's amazement, he discovers Bill is telling the truth. You're right. There was someone here. Come on, let's do some trekking.
No. We no follow Flame Maiden. She bird, maybe.
Well, is it a Flame Maiden or bird? Come on. But under Flint's persuasive tongue, Bill agrees to go further.
The cliff. Look up there.
Giggle, tee-hee, giggle.
Me go. She make men mad.
Stay here, stupid. That's red hair she's got, not a flaming head. But the superstitious Bill starts back to the camp. Hey, come back. She's not going to hurt you.
She no get chance.
As Flint approaches the girl, hiya, Red. You wouldn't mind me warming my hands over those flames, would you?
Go away, please. Don't come any closer.
While she flashes him, is that her opening her coat?
I warn you, unless you leave immediately, you will suffer the tortures of the coffin of the mad.
I don't scare easy, Red. I'm the law.
I know. That's why you must go back before it's too late, and bring men and machine guns and cannon. Just one. One'll do. Otherwise, the mighty terror will defeat you.
Okay, lady, whatever. Cannon? Say, are you crazy too? As Flint prepares to scale the cliff, a scream rings out. Hold on, I'll be there in a minute. She's gone. Whatever happened? She went over in this direction. As Flint had feared, the tracks end on a neighboring cliff. Gosh, maybe Bill was right. She'd need to have wings to escape death at the end of this cliff. Puzzled, Flint replaces his snowshoes and starts back to camp. I'd like to get my hands on that blubberball. I'll fix him for running out on me. Say, what's this?
Mounty, help.
What's the trouble? What? As Flint recognizes the man, you can talk in a minute, pal. You know Scar Pontoy? A guy with a face like yours shouldn't try to fool anybody. What are you? You're wanted for murder, according to the reward posted. More certain than ever, that somebody is trying to frighten the natives. Flint arrests Pontoy. But I'll freeze to death, Ed. You'll be all right until I get back. But as Flint once more picks up Bill's tracks, he is unaware that 4 pairs of evil eyes watch him. We've got to free Scar.
I'm almost frozen already. I'll kill that dirty Mountie for this.
Everything's been arranged for taking care of him. Meanwhile, hey, what happened to you?
The terror has captured your guide and put him into the coffin of the mad.
Okay, well, whatever. What is this coffin of the mad?
Look behind you. It's the terror.
Oh, damn it. So, you wanted to meet the terror, did you, Mountie? You'll never get the chance to tip off the Mounties again, sister.
What are you going to do?
So you've come to, and just in time to take a little 400-foot leap.
You can't get away with this terror gag.
It's worked all right for me so far, Flint. Yeah, me, Scarface.
Oh, Pontoy. I'm the terror. The guy who can turn sane men into raving maniacs. And I think I'll do it to you.
Come on, get that thing working. We've got to get rid of this Mountie.
All right. So, this is how you managed to get off this cliff.
Sure, we can get off and come back, but you're only going one way.
I keep forgetting. It's get in.
I go back and forth in accent.
A ride through space. We'll take the Eskimo out of the coffin, Flint, and put you in. So, on the Terror's Island.
Inside, you two. Get over on that corner, Matty, and stay there.
Dad, they've got you.
Boy, my daughter, get back in your corner and button your lip, or I'll let you have it.
As the Terror leaves,
this is Corporal Flint, Dad.
I'm Dave Ward, but I'm afraid you're too late to help, officer. It's never too late for a Mountie. Gosh, it's hot in here. I'll strip down to my uniform. Cool, huh? There, that's better. Now, let's have your story, Mr. Ward.
Well, this Scar, who calls himself the Terror, kidnapped my daughter, Loy, and me, and then when I refused to extract gold from a rich lode, he threatened to harm her.
He's got Flint's guide too, Dad.
If it's true about this coffin of the mad, the poor devil's going crazy by degrees. The first thing we've got to do is save him. Wait, I've got an idea. Cautiously, Flint raises himself to the overhanging rafter after instructing Lloyd. All right, call the guard.
Okay. Help! Guard! Help!
What's going there? Help! I'll take that gun. Okay, Terror, here I come. In the open. Hey, he's loose. Get him. Flint's uncanny shooting brings the men down. That must be the place where they keep the coffin of the mad. Hang on, Bill, it's Flint. I'll have you out in a jiffy.
Corporal, you come.
Yeah, and there's no time to lose. Quick, get out. They're coming. You're still alive, right? You're so purple looking. I can't tell. Okay. The fight in the coffin room.
We got 'em one. Get 'em nutta in minute.
Come on, boys. You asked for it. No gain for you, my friend. We'll run you to the noose fast enough. Now, suppose you tell me about that coffin.
White man know. He come in with girl.
Now, you see, Corporal, this Scar learned somewhere that radium can destroy a human brain. So he conceived the diabolical plot of making a coffin of pitch blend, whatever the hell that is, which contains radium. and putting his victims in it. By terrorizing his people this way, he knew he'd keep prospectors away from the gold lode. He knew I discovered and which he stole. We'll never be able to thank you enough.
I'm pretty sure your daughter knows how. And later, well, there'll be no more crazy men wandering about the Arctic. These arrests officially close the case on the books of the Royal Northwest Mounted Police. You know, the Mounties always get their menaces. What hair-raising event awaits Corporal Flint in the next issue of Super Mystery Comics? Don't miss it. Finally, Magno. Oh, all right, well, that ought to be something. All right. I better make sure this. All right, it is. Okay.
Magno.
The Magnetic Man. Bam, 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 bam. Seldom has the world seen anything so strange. As the powers possessed by
Magno, the Magnetic Man.
mysterious and mighty, Magno is able to draw to himself anything of metal. In addition, he can hurl himself through space, attracted by anything metallic. With such powers, Magno could rule the world. Instead, he chooses to devote his life to fighting evil of all kinds. Throughout the nation, a highly organized band of crooks, led by the Octopus, is making a farce of law and order. Our city must be rid of these menaces. In the offices of the local paper. Boy, rush this editorial to the composing room. Yeah, that. Maybe it will stir the authorities into action against this octopus gang. And in the office of the mayor.
Do something. I want action. The citizens are clamoring for my scalp. My men are on 24-hour duty, sir. We're doing all we can.
All over the United States is the same. Los Angeles.
You can't get away with this.
Shut up here. Take this back with you.
The octopus.
In Chicago. Don't move for 5 minutes. Any of you. The mark of the octopus again. They've cleaned us out. This show ain't no fish story. And in New York, greatest city in the world. This is gonna be a cinch. Hey, look, on the alarm box. Frightened, the thugs see Magno's face projected from the burglar alarm. Must be some kind of gag. Listen, it's talking. Your reign of terror is over, gentlemen. I advise you to leave immediately, or you'll be in jail within an hour. The bank bandits turn their guns on the apparition. That'll do you no good, gentlemen. Goodbye until the police come. Say, you think he's really going to call the cops? Don't worry, the octopus will take care of us and him. But even as the confident thugs resume their work, the police arrive with tear gas. In the midst of the fight, Magno arrives and demonstrates his powers. I command all alien metal to come to me. That's black magic. Hey, give me back my yep. The surprised police handcuff the prisoners and turn to thank Magno. Begorra, he's gone. Wait till I tell my kids about this. Okay, you birds get moving. Spurred to action by the help Magno has given, police officials from all over the country meet to discuss means of combating the octopus and his crime wave.
I understand that this Magno took them into tow without trouble.
I wish my city had him.
Do you think Professor Beale will be able to help us? He's one of the outstanding criminologists of the world.
Well, Chief of Deaver, I think it's almost time to start. doesn't it?
If you're ready, Professor, we'll go in.
You don't have to tell me what's on your minds. I know. The octopus. Yes, you're all certain that this crime wave is being engineered by a master criminal with a name of as fantastic as his sense of humor. And speaking of fantasy, what of that will-o'-the-wisp I've heard about? The man who calls himself Magno? Yes, Magno. Now, I'm accusing no one, but who among you knows anything about him? Yet, you have accepted him as an ally on the side of law and order. And all the time, he could be the octopus masquerading as a friend.
Bill's right. The professor is crazy.
Magno is our friend. There's no such person, just a publicity stunt. Look, what's that? A hush sweeps over the audience as a light fixture suddenly reveals
Magno's presence.
Jeez.
I have only one question to ask you, gentlemen. Have I yet been found disregarding law and order?
No. Listen to me, gentlemen. How do we know he isn't using his aid to us as a cover-up for his work as the octopus?
At Beale's words, Magno seems to become angered. Gentlemen, come out on the terrace and wait for me. I shall return.
As the commissioners go out on the terrace, the sound of gunfire is heard below.
It's a holdup.
They're raiding a jewelry store on the street below. Psh, 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 psh. As the crooks start to escape, Magno leans over the side of the building and uses his magnetic powers. Come on, boys. We're waiting for you. And deposits the car and occupants on the terrace. There, gentlemen. It's the loot. That should be proof of my intentions to, aid you.
Hold 'em till the wagon comes.
But before the chiefs can recover from their surprise, Magno is off through the air, taking a captive with him. Now, my friend, unless you want to be dropped, tell me where the octopus hangs out. You asked for it. Will do. Swooping down, Magno catches the crook and floats gently earthward. To avoid being double-crossed, Magno causes his face to be projected along the way. You're sure this is the right way?
Yeah, only quit following me. It makes me jittery.
Meanwhile, in the hideout of the Octopus Gang, leaders assemble for the weekly meeting of the Board of Directors.
We pulled a clean job in Topeka last week. 100 grand. Chicken feed. We cracked 2 banks in 1 day.
Say, here's one of my boys. What's the trouble, Ozzy? Coached by Magno, the crook tells of the jewelry holdup failure.
The cops nabbed us on the jewelry job.
What? You lost all that ice?
Something fishy, eh? Yeah, the octopus is too smart, and we're too well organized for the cops to get us. I wish the octopus was around.
Quite a syndicate of crime.
You think this will crimp the 5,000? Oh, the 5 million job we're going in tonight? Yeah, that's in the big. Hey, look, he's coming on the screen. There he is. What'll we do? I'll bet he's plenty sore about that job.
Right, I am Thor, but the octopus can forgive, if necessary. Otherwise, for your failure, I would wipe out the entire gang. Now listen carefully. Twice we have been thwarted, but only the octopus knows why. Reason for your failure is a man named Magno. He is our biggest enemy and must be exterminated.
But where can we find him? We can't bump off a ghost. Yeah, that guy's a regular whale of the whiskey.
No such thing, gentlemen. He is in this room behind the curtains.
Come on, boys, let's drill him.
Wait! Use your fists. Guns are useless against his power.
I'll break him in 2 with one hand. Grab him, don't let him out. We'll give him a ride in the ice.
Swiftly, Magno slips through the crowd in an attempt to find the octopus. There's a door alongside of that screen, if I can make it unseen. Well, what have we here? Looks like some sort of laboratory. Quite a layout. So this is where they make their explosives and meth. Ah, visitors. There he is. Brain him. But Magno grabs the test tubes and hurls them at the crooks. Goodbye, boys. Be seeing you. My eyes, I can't see. I know, get off my foot. The octopus isn't in this building, but I'll get him yet. Later. If only I could have learned where that $5 million job is going to be pulled. Suddenly, a feature on the radio attracts Magno's attention. This is Lucky Lawson, your roving reporter. Friends, how would you like to be on a ship that is bringing in $5 million in gold from Europe? $5 million in gold? Why, yes, friends, $5 million in gold. It's coming in tomorrow on the Plattsburgh, which is steaming towards New York. And now, that must be the job they were talking about. I've, got to work fast. As Magno rushes from the house, he runs into a policeman, knocks him on the ground. I don't know. Say, what do you think? Oh, hello, pal. How are chicks? Fine. Sorry, he did bump into. Sorry, I bumped into you, O'Malley. Imagine us looking all over town for a lost Zeppelin. Do you mean a blimp? Sure, it was a blimp. Stolen from Randy's safe. Flights over the marshes. I wonder. Well, there's nothing like investigating. An instant later, propelling himself by magnetic force, Magno arrives at Randy's. Glory be. What's this, another spook? Are you Randy, the man who lost the blimp? I am. And if my plane was in shape, I'd sure catch them, even if they did head for open sea. You say they went out to sea? What do you think you're doing? Calming the water, maybe? Sometime, I may tell you. Using the magnetic impulses at his command, Magno hurtles toward the Plattsburgh. That must be it, down there. Sure, why not? A split second later, he lands on deck. Who are you? I'm on the trail of a gang of crooks. They got away in a dirigible. And with $5 million. Hey, what are you doing? I'm going for a little spin. Swift as an arrow, Magno speeds through the air until he sights the blimp above him. I'll be aboard her in a second. Hey, someone's hitching a ride. Oh, it's you. Uh-huh. Before the surprised crooks can recover, Magno is in the cabin of the blimp's gondola. Miguel, he's taking it away. Give me that. I'll give you something instead. Where's the octopus? Tell me or I'll drop you outside. He's in the rear of the ship. Magno rushes to the hiding place of the octopus. So we meet at last.
Perhaps not, but not for long.
Before Magno can stop him, the octopus hurtles a chair at him and, what is he, a bald joker underneath? And plunges into space as one of the crooks, ignoring Magno, rushes into the room. Come back here, you. We ain't gonna face these raps alone. Fool! Bullets can't penetrate this bulletproof suit. Meanwhile, Magno recovers and knocks out the crook. So, the octopus wears a bulletproof suit, eh? All right. Octopus, up you come.
What?
Realizing that the octopus is wearing a suit of metallic composition, Magno exerts his magnetic powers, drawing him back to the gondola, where he hauls the startled octopus back into the ship. In the tiny compartment, the two men fight a death struggle. Don't reach for your gun. I've already gotten it from your pocket. That finishes it.
Now to see who you really are. The octopus revealed, Professor Vil. Quite right. And it would have worked, too, if it hadn't been for your meddling, Magno. I had an idea all along that you were mixed up in this. I knew a man who could head such a gang of criminals would have to know a lot about their psychology. I just paid them. Oh. But, unnoticed by Magno, the thug he left on the floor has recovered. You're through, Mr. Octopus. Warned by instinct, Magno whirls around as Beale makes a desperate dash for freedom. I'm not through yet, but his hand misses the chute, and his terrified screams ring out as he plunges into space. Perhaps it's best he chose that way himself. And now for you and your friends. Back in the main compartment, Magno sets the stabilizer. This robot pilot will take them to the field. Meanwhile, I've got to tell the police. An instant later, at police headquarters. Look, it's talking. It's our friend Magno. The octopus is dead. Go immediately to Randy's field and arrest the crooks with $5 million in stolen gold in the blimp. Now on its way here. That is all. And as the blimp cruises over New York, maybe the police will believe now that I'm their friend. In the next issue of Super Mystery Comics, you'll enjoy new thrills and adventure with Magno, the Magnetic Man. Yeah. How about that? Oh, well, that's something. Or perhaps not. I don't know. Sky Smith, Flying Ace. In that part of South America where revolutions are not an unusual happening, Sky Smith, manager of a Calder Airlines station, has received orders to close up the airfield pending the finish of a sudden revolt. But, senor, carrying $100,000 cash is like signing your own death warrant. Let me worry about that. Here you are in $100 bills. Here's the list of serial numbers. At the airport, Sky makes a discovery. Something funny here. This lock's broken. Slay. Caramba! Now for sure you die. Not unless you can shoot faster, brother. Now I've done it. My shot will warn the rest of them. Okay, boys, come and get it. As reinforcements come up, Sky makes a dash for the plane. It's a good thing I mounted a machine gun on this ship. Run for your life, caramba, Iwakivis. They're still running. They won't stop until Christmas. Suddenly, a rebel ship swoops out of the clouds and opens fire. Whoa, I've got to get that guy, and right pronto. With a roaring inside loop, Sky gets on the rebel's tail. Got him. He's all through. Adios, amigo. The rebel's plane crashes to the earth. Boom. And boom goes the dynamite. An hour later at El Sedado Airport. Well, that's what it says. Oh, it says Calder Airlines. Well, anyway, I'll be glad to get this suitcase of dough to Sandino. But are you sure this is the money? Yeah, say, what do you know about this thing of a certain plane that, suppose you do a little talking? I don't trust you, Zandino. Let go of me. Here's Mr. Calder.
What's going on here? Looks like my visit was well timed.
Why, Mr. Calder, Smith here is mad because I called him down for his neglect of duties. Why, you...
That will do, Smith. You're through. Calder Airlines has no place for your kind.
Angered, Sky goes to the locker, unaware that Zandino has followed him. Pedro. Just in time. Bind and gag this gringo. See, General.
Oh, geez, he's gone pale.
Yes, fool, I am the head of the revolutionists. Now I shall pretend to take Calder on a scouting trip and hold him for ransom. As for you, Pedro will silence your tongue as soon as I go up.
And through the window, Sky helplessly sees Calder fall into Zandino's trap.
And now I will carry out the general's orders.
But as the rebel advances, Sky moves with his foot and...
Breaking this chair ought to get me, Liz.
The chair is smashed. Sky frees himself just as Pedro comes to, and tough guy, eh?
Okay, you asked for it.
They haven't had too much of a start. I should be able to overtake them. It's a good thing they left my plane here, you know.
Sky's speedy pursuit ship sights the rebel plane. It's Sandino, all right, but
he's circling around for a landing. That must be their camp.
Sky swoops down over the rebel camp on the edge of the jungle.
Quick, hide this man. This is one of his friends in the plane. We must stop him.
The rebels fire volley after volley at Sky as he strafes them with machine gun bullets.
Suddenly stretching his ear to Pointy. The plane gets out of control.
Oh no. If I can take this thing off, I'll give those birds a fight.
Sky, it's me, Calder, your boss.
You mean my ex-boss? We gotta stick together. Now grab the gun out of my holster. Kill him. What's the matter with your aim?
Ammunition's running out. What do we do?
Keep firing. I'm going to give Zandino a treat. Come on, Zandino. What are you afraid of?
Well, probably bullets.
Panicky, the rebel leader makes a break.
You've hit him. Look.
The general is finished.
Under Sky's weathering fire, the rebels retreat.
That madman, we must stop him.
We're almost finished with the ammunition.
That's what you said last time. Yeah, look, watch this. And keep shooting to cover me.
With what?
Before the rebels could understand what he is doing, Sky grabs a suitcase. I hope I can get away with this.
That madman, what is he doing? Look, money, mucho dinero.
Sky flings the money among the amazed rebels.
Dinero, a king's ransom, Pedro, you pig. Give me that.
Go to it, boys. Come on, Calder. We're making a break while they're busy.
But my money, my beautiful money.
Don't worry about it. The serial numbers are registered. Those rebels will be pinched when they try to cash it.
Oh, wonderful. How about you coming back as my general manager?
No, thanks. From now on, I'm out after adventure, and working for you would be too tame. What a weird-looking dude. What new adventures lie in store for Sky Smith, Flying Ace? Follow his excitement-packed experiences in next month's issue.
Q-13 America Spy Fighter. All right.
Over the four corners of the globe ropes Q-13, whose mission in life is to protect his beloved homeland America from plots and of foreign spies. As our story opens, we find Q-13 dining on the terrace roof of a hotel in mysterious Istanbul, Turkey.
Can she be smiling at me? Funny. But I don't remember her. She's coming over. I'm afraid you've mistaken me for someone else.
You're wrong. I happen to know you're an American secret agent.
How interesting.
Stop being silly. I'll come to the point. You and I should hunt stolen blueprints together.
Hiding his surprise, Q-13 tries to laugh off the girl's request.
Nice weather we're having.
So, you're going to be foolish, are you?
Angered by Q-13's coolness, the girl turns upon him.
All right, fool. Now the fun will start.
Hey, now see here. You'd better go and take that dope who's coming now with you.
He's not coming for me. He wants you.
Well, I don't swing that way.
I saw thee speak and so to Countess Alisa. I, Prince Dragoff, shall protect your honor. Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
Okay.
Though Sissing applied, Q13 consents to the duel.
We no need seconds, and you will no need shirt. And no doctor, on guard.
I'm ready.
Q13 deftly parries the Russian swift blow.
Oh, it's a Russian. Well, whatever. He's no fool with a sword.
With a deft snap of his wrist, Q13 soon sends the sword spinning from his opponent's hand.
Don't kill him. He's had enough.
He's safe.
You will hear from me soon. This is not yet finished.
Oh, it'll be a pleasure. Back in his room, I wonder just how that countess and the prince fit into this picture. I don't think that's Massetti, the freelance spy who swiped the plans. Who would have anything to do with them?
Q13 receives and decodes the cablegram.
So, Massetti is hiding in Caproni. Tomorrow, I'll pay him a call.
But next morning, the countess has plans of her own, too.
So, you think this Q13 is here to retrieve blueprints stolen from the United States Navy?
I know it. And if Turkey has those prints, it would enable your country to trade with them with big powers for important concessions.
Realizing the force of the girl's argument,
The wily colonel promises aid.
I can assure you neither of us will regret this.
Good. This note orders all Turkish officials to aid you.
Meanwhile, Q13 is searching Caperoni for the plane, whatever.
Massetti will stay hidden until the dictator's representative meets him. What's this coming?
Halt, go no further.
What's the big idea? I'm an American citizen.
That may be, but my orders are to arrest all foreigners in town. Pending investigation, you will be taken to jail.
Q13 tries to fight his way out, but superior numbers overwhelm him and he is taken prisoner.
You will pay for striking me, my friend.
Go and tell it to the American consul. This old jail is pretty rickety.
Outside, a horse strays away from the noise of merrymaking soldiers. Forced to wear lipstick and an eyeliner, Q13 plots his escape.
I wonder if I can get away with it.
Q13 whistles softly to the horse. Tying the rope to his barred window, Q13 slaps the horse.
Get going, baby. I've got a lot on your nose.
As the window parts under the horse's power, Q13 slips out. A moment later,
Get going, baby.
the American agent is getting away. Aided by the darkness, Q13 eludes his pursuers.
According to my information, Massetti is hiding in there. Well, pair of lovebirds. Countess and the spy.
Yes, I'll marry you tonight if you bring the plans to me. Now I must be going.
As the Countess leaves, Q13 watches for Massetti's next move. I'll follow him. Yeah.
Unaware that he's being followed, the spy stops at the door to an old tomb.
Q13 is right behind him. A nice place, an old vault.
Massetti opens an old vault. But the treacherous Countess has informed Dragoff and the Turkish cavalry of the plans of the hiding place. Hearing the noise above, Q13 confronts Massetti.
Don't shout, I'm a friend. I have no friends.
As Dragoff fires, killing the spy, okay, Q13 grabs the bullets.
Oh, the blueprints, whatever.
Get away, you fool, so I can shoot him.
In the fitful light, Q13 hides the plans in Dragoff's shako.
There he is. Get him. I've got him.
You should have learned to duck. Suddenly, Q13 grabs the lamp Massetti brought and sling. Oh, I got it backward. Well, whatever.
I've looked everywhere. The plans aren't here. Where did you hide those plans?
Maybe I had a friend sneak them out for me.
Pig. Soon you die. Wait, someone is coming upstairs. Ah, Countess, we have him. But he has hidden the plans.
Well, check his butthole. And don't worry, we've got a way to make him tell. The Countess shows her order to the cavalry captain and is permitted custody of Q-13.
It's a pleasure to serve so charming a lady.
When we get to Stamboul, I think you will wish you had talked.
Quiet, please.
The gang's hideout in the shadiest part of Stamboul.
Inside, my friend. We have a fine welcome waiting for you.
This is your last chance. Are you going to tell us where you hid the plans?
They're at the end of the rainbow.
Very well, Dragoff. Beat him until he talks.
77, 78.
Despite the excruciating pain, Q-13 remains true to his cause.
I can go no further. The fool is unconscious.
Throw him into the cell. The unconscious Q-13 is dragged to the cell.
Fool, such a display of courage as only an idiot would attempt. We shall be back.
Okay, jeez.
Well, an hour later,
Q-13 regains consciousness. Drago certainly plays rough.
One of the gang appears.
Here's some food. The Countess wants you to die on a full stomach.
Did she sprinkle him with arsenic?
That will teach you to speak more respectively to your betters.
Well, this is the first time I've ever tried this stunt. Hey, it's getting lighter. Dawn must be coming. Going to the window, a heartening sight meets his eyes. The United States destroyer. If I could only say, they're using the heliograph.
Far out on the Bosphorus, the American destroyer Yukon rides at anchor. As Q-13 watches the destroyer use his heliograph to signal another ship, an idea comes to him.
That shiny plate. If I could only work it. With that bright sun, this ought to do the trick.
Swiftly, Q-13 sends out a secret call for help.
And on the destroyer, "Hey, Joe, take a look over toward land. Isn't somebody sending us a message?"
You're right, but it's some kind of code. I'll take it down and rush it to the captain.
"Where did you get this? It's a secret code."
"Someone flashed it from land, sir. Seaman Jinx has the right location."
"Get the location and have Ensign Parker take a landing party ashore immediately."
"Aye, aye, sir." Meanwhile, as Q-13 concludes the message and is awaiting an answer,
"Somebody's coming. So it's you. Thanks for the food, and that's all."
Look, why don't we throw in our lot together? We can outsmart the Turks and make a lot of money.
Stalling for time, Q-13 pretends to be debating the proposition.
"I don't know. Maybe you've got something there."
You won't regret it. Come on, tell me where you hid them.
"I told you at the end of the rainbow."
"Very well, you fool. He wants more torture."
The other was only a rehearsal."
I thought he would, Countess, so I took the liberty of bringing a few of our friends."
In answer to Dragov's summons, the torturers appear.
"The irons are white hot and waiting for our friend. This is your last chance to talk. Otherwise, first your eyes, then your tongue."
"Come on and get it over with."
Suddenly, a guard bursts into the room. "Quick, mistress, we must escape. Sailors are coming upstairs."
"Stop that, big Rusky."
As Dragov tries to flee, Q-13 grabs him.
"What's this all about, sir?" "I've got some stolen plans here for delivery to Washington. I'm Q-13.
You big ape, he hid the plans in your hat. They were there all the time.
Could I help it if my head didn't feel heavier? I've got a cold in it anyway."
Later on the destroyer.
"Yes, Q-13, Washington sent us here to aid you. And it's a lucky thing you found us. Well, the plans will be safe with you, taking them back to the Secretary of the Navy. But I've got to be getting along. They've given me another assignment."
What new thrills await Q-13 in his war on spies and secret agents? Don't miss the next thrilling story of Q-13, appearing in the next issue.
No. many stories does this dumb thing have? Jeez. Oh. Arno says, howdy, people. Well, howdy, Arno. Thanks for sitting through this. I don't know. This is pretty bad. Let's see what this one does. Sands of Doom, complete Foreign Legion story featuring Larry Harrigan, American adventurer. Born with an insatiable thirst for adventure, Larry Harrigan, daredevil American, has traveled all over the world seeking excitement, ferreting it out in the far corners of the universe. I would have thought it would just be, the world. The French ship Elise steams toward North Africa. Quiet. Hell, I don't love it. Say, what's going on over there?
Please don't.
Come on. One kiss isn't going to hurt. Oops.
Please don't fight over me.
He's no gentleman and he deserves this.
You shouldn't have done it, and yet I want to thank you. I'm Marie Mullet. On the way to join my father. He's a major in the Foreign Legion.
And you're going to be around. Say, perhaps I'll join up. Our friends recovered.
I won't forget this insult.
Maybe you'd like another.
Next morning, as the boat docks,
Goodbye. It was wonderful meeting you.
That's what I think, and so I'm going with you.
Oh.
At the Foreign Legion headquarters.
Quite a sight, quite a sight.
Isn't it thrilling? Dad's office is in that building.
I'm happy to meet a friend of my daughter's, but you'll find social life here very dull. Social life? I want to enlist.
After signing, Larry is given a uniform and assigned to a squadron.
All right, you guys, snap into it. Here's the lieutenant. Uh-oh, look who's here.
Attention, you fool. So, we meet again. I thought we would. Now we'll see how you like the Legion.
Tyrannized
by Lieutenant Roland, Larry is forced to undergo numerous indignities, but he refuses to backwater.
But I made it up this morning.
Silence! For such silliness, you'll walk guard duty.
If I could only get that Roland with his uniform off. Huh?
6 hours a day a week, Larry is forced to march with a heavy sack of sand on his back. But a week later,
men, we're going to move out to the fort. There'll be plenty of hardship there, but I know you'll do the honor to the lady.
They'll do it or they'll get their heads shot off.
Over blistering sands, the Legionnaires trudge until finally Fort Fock is sighted. After belating, Marie, well, what are you doing here?
Well, it's called Fort Fock, so, we arrived earlier in a car. Father's commanding a garrison. But you, Monsieur, I understand the lieutenant has been hard on you.
Don't worry about me. I'm toughing and taking. But he has been bothering you since?
No, you see, I tried to tell you. He is my fiancé and had been drinking too much.
What? Oh, boy.
Stunned by the news that Marie is engaged to Roland, Larry seeks solace with his fellow soldiers. Come on, Yank, buck up. What's the trouble?
Nothing. Reckon a guy go on a binge. Look, a scout. Something has happened.
There must be another uprising in the desert.
You mean we'll have some action?
Larry questions goes unanswered as Roland suddenly rushes from the commandant's office. I was right. I'll bet the lieutenant is being sent on a scouting party.
I am.
For some strange reason, the desert tribes are friendly to him. He has influence over them.
I wouldn't trust him any further than I could throw a camel. Still don't get it.
A bugler summons the garrison formation. The commandant is going to address us.
I want volunteers for a scouting party. They will go out 15 minutes behind Lieutenant Roland, who is volunteered to go alone on a dangerous mission.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Larry leaves with the volunteers. Good luck, Larry.
Save it for your friend Roland.
The scouting party proceeds cautiously through enemy territory.
Phew, it's sure hot work.
It will be hotter if the Bedouins see us.
They do. Suddenly, a party of tribesmen appear.
Break out that machine gun, here's trouble.
The tribesmen retreat.
Look at 'em go.
I fear some sort of cheek.
As the legionnaires prepare to move onward.
See, the rear guard is joining up with them. Now, my friends, we are in for a fight. Dig in, everybody, and give it to them as it comes.
Oh, God.
Something has
to be done. They'll massacre us.
I've got an idea.
Following Larry's plan, the soldiers bury him in sand, hiding the machine gun under the blanket.
You're all right?
Sure, when they'll follow you, I'll come up behind them and mow them down.
Not suspecting a trap, the blood-crazed Bedouins pursue the legionnaires. Suddenly,
It is a trap.
How do you like it from this end, you white-sheathed heels?
white sheath. It's green. But anyway,
You've wiped out the whole group. The Major will be pleased.
Once that might have meant something.
Anyway, back at the fort, I'm so proud of you, and I've been so afraid you wouldn't come back so that I could tell you I broke my engagement to Roland.
With news like that, all the tribes couldn't keep me away.
Pound, 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 pound.
I knew this place would be lucky for me. Say, what's this? A meteorite?
Intuitively, Larry leaps back as a huge rock barely misses him.
Hey, gosh, I could swear that was Roland, but I left him in the Major's office.
Suddenly, the camp is astir. Men, I've just received news that the tribes are looking for trouble. We've got to surprise them, get ready for marching. Larry, I had to see you. You men are taking me back to the city tonight. I'm going part way with you.
Good. This desert is tougher than a hornet's nest.
The party encamps in the desert. Look, they're coming quick. Summon the Major.
A moment later, the Bedouins open fire.
They must have known we are going to take this route, but how?
I think I have an idea, but we'd better get rid of these lads first.
As the legionnaires strike back, Larry sees Roland take Marie to a safe place.
He's taking care of her. Looks too good to be true.
The Bedouins are routed by withering gunfire.
That's right. Run, you yellowback goons.
Marie is missing.
The Bedouins must have taken her. I'll bring her back, and no man is to follow me, or he'll be disciplined.
But as the Major rides into the night, Larry decides to follow.
This disguise ought to work.
At the Bedouin camp,
Here's the ticket to Dreamland, Toots. The Major's horse. He must be a prisoner.
Harrigan, how did you...
Shh! There's someone on the other side of the tent. Let's listen.
meanwhile,
You have done well, my son. Soon we will annihilate the French and collect ransom for the girl. Yes, the fools don't know we've hidden her beneath the cavalry equipment back in the camp. I'm going to get her.
as Roland leaves, the chieftain suddenly sees Larry.
So, another who seeks death.
And then Larry makes out with him. In a flash, Larry is upon the chieftain.
Quick, Major, get his clothes. Maybe we can get away without being seen.
But as they ride up, help! The sheik has been murdered! Stop him! Through the night, the pair race.
They're closing in.
I think we're going to make it.
The sentry, seeing Larry and the Major, cover their way into the camp.
I'm going to saddle shelter. Are you all right?
Yes, but Roland, he must not escape. Look out. Undetected Roland tries to bayonet Larry.
I figured that tan of yours was Bedouin blood. Now, you traitor, take that. Take what the rest are getting.
We've beaten back the tribesmen. They won't fight again for a long time. And tomorrow we'll shoot Lieutenant Roland as a traitor.
Shooting is too good for him. And a little later.
It's all so peaceful and quiet here on the desert.
Isn't it the truth? Nothing ever happens, does it?
The end.
Thank God.
Oh, jeez. I don't know that I'll be bothering with super mystery comics in the future,
Oh, my God.
That's just too many pages. Good Lord. Well, 66 pages. God. Anyway, look, it's your favorite comic strips. Well, if they say so. Yeah. Oh, some of these appear in Amazing Mystery Funnies, Keen Detective Funnies, and Funny Pages. But none of them are funny. Hey, fellers, you haven't seen nothing till you've seen me in Surefire Comic. X the Phantom Fed. No one knows he's a Fed because he's a phantom. So he's probably invisible and can walk through walls and stuff. Flash Lightning, the all-powerful one. So he's just going to wipe out these tribesmen and get laid. Yeah. The Raven, Nemesis of the Night. So I guess he runs around and turns lights on all the time. And that way nothing's dark. So the night's like, damn, foiled again. Ace McCoy, Daredevil Adventure. Yeah, that's what he does. Rush to your newsstand and get your copy. Surefire Comics before they're all gone. And many others. Yeah, there's probably others you can pick up while you're there. Anyway, there we go. That's Super Mystery Comics with Magno and friends. Jeez. That was terrible. I apologize. But I don't know. I thought there'd be something in there. But I was wrong. Ugh. So I guess that'll do it. So thanks for stopping by and watching me torment myself through this terrible comic book. And we'll do it again. Maybe. I'll do another stream probably tomorrow. Maybe in the morning. I'm not certain. But yeah, we'll do another one soon. And we'll see how that goes. You know? Hopefully a little more fun than this one. This, it wasn't super. It wasn't mysterious. Yeah, but it was a comic book. So, you know, I don't know, 1 out of 3. I guess we'll have to go with that. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time around. Captain Infinity. Says a cup of tea. Thank you. I think I will go get myself some tea. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. And again, thanks for stopping by.